Keynote, Africa's moment, AI, infrastructure, and the promise of inclusion. Dr. Mmaki Jantjies is the Group Executive, Innovation and Transformation at Telkom South Africa. A computer scientist, highly passionate about the intersection between technology and improving society. She strives to ensure the representation of the African perspective and contribution in emerging global technology innovations. Dr. Jantjies drives Telkom Group's digital innovation, research and development strategy and has led key initiatives in emerging technologies such as AI, big data and extended reality to support Telkom's digital evolution.
Across Africa, the future is being written in code, in data, in dreams. At Telkom, we believe AI isn't just a buzzword. It's a better way to work, to serve, to grow. We're using AI to transform how we operate, from the contact center to the core network. Every month, over 90,000 calls are analyzed for BCX customers using Bafo, an internal AI-powered contact center solution. Gonda focus what customers need next. Eva resolves tickets instantly, saving thousands of hours and boosting satisfaction across the board. With Polypel, even our field workers access HR policies anytime, anywhere. And through our investment in local large language models, we're ensuring Africa's languages have a voice in the AI age. But AI needs a backbone. That's why Telkom is investing in the infrastructure that makes intelligence possible: high-speed fiber, cloud platforms, resilient data centers. This is our commitment to use AI not just to do things differently, but to do different things for our people, our country, our continent.
The Honorable Minister of Communications and Digital Technology, Mr. Sweli Malachi, the Vice Chair of CNBC Africa, partners of the summit, Telkom executives and colleagues present here today, ladies and gentlemen in the room and streaming online, good morning. You probably would have received an email that you should bring in a calculator. We're going to start with linear regression and then go on to fuzzy logic. You can share the calculator with the person sitting next to you. All of a sudden, you're asking yourself if you're at the right summit. Dumelang, Sanbonani, Molweni, Absheni, Karibu, Mangwanani, Huyamora, and I can continue. Tobela. It was very important for me to start acknowledging the vastness of Africa, because it forms the premise of the importance of representation of the African continent and how we own artificial intelligence. Telkom is excited to be part of the inaugural CNBC Africa AI Summit, a landmark event which brings together Africa's brightest mind, from academia to business to government to policymakers to innovators. The summit is a platform to showcase how artificial intelligence can unlock inclusive growth, transform industries, and shape the continent's digital future. For Telkom, this was an opportunity for us to share on our journey with South Africa as the digital backbone of South Africa, demonstrating the real impact of our AI innovations and collaborating with partners committed to building an intelligent and connected Africa. The earliest versions of artificial intelligence were largely in the 1950s and 60s, and I think the intro video did very good justice to it. There was not much intelligence at that time because it was largely about replicating human reasoning in machines. In fact, one of the earliest chatbots was named Eliza. Eliza in the 1960s didn't necessarily understand language and meaning, but just rearranged words in pre-written conversations. Back then, AI was largely very much theoretical, and it was a rule-based concept very much limited by the technology of its time. Today, things could not be more different. Thanks to the technology capacity, such as cloud computing, powerful GPUs, and vast data sets, we now have models with billions of parameters. AI has pivoted thanks to the collaborative power of research labs, of public and private sector investments into hardware and technical capability required to power up the field. We've moved from machines following instructions to systems that can learn, adapt, and interact with us with natural language. But as powerful as these systems are, they're only as inclusive as the data and the values we bring to them. And here lies one of our greatest challenges. Less than 1% of the world's digital data is generated in Africa. Only 0.5% of AI research data used to train large language models come from our continent. Our languages, Setswana, Sesotho, Sepedi, isiXhosa, Afrikaans, Swahili, and many more are barely represented on global AI systems. We also hold the most genetically diverse population in the world, yet we contribute less than 2% of global genomic data. This means that AI-powered healthcare tools are honestly not optimized for African patients. The result? AI that struggles to understand our people, our needs, our realities, impacting services and their experiences. This is not just a technical gap, it's a new form of digital exclusion. As with the promises that came with the dawn of the internet, we therefore need to shape AI systems that reflect our cultures, our economic priorities, not only as a country, but as a continent. How can we then continue to elevate the national and continental role of AI? And I think the minister has given us a great foundation of how government is leading within this area. As AI is not just about automation in our organizations, it is also about leapfrogging developmental hurdles for our continent. Artificial intelligence can help us deliver digital public services in rural areas, bring specialist healthcare to remote clinics, revolutionize agriculture, and empower small businesses to compete globally. The economic case for AI is undeniable. The African Telecommunication Union cites that a projection of AI adoption in Africa could potentially add 2.9 trillion to our economy by 2030. Remember that by 2050, one in four of the representation of people in the world will be African, owing to our very young population. This means we need to heavily invest in not only our future, but the globe's future. At Telkom, we continue to strategically invest in AI, not just for our organization, but also for the advancement of our continent. Through BCX, we've deployed AI tools that handle hundreds and thousands of customer service interactions. We continue to invest in multilingual chatbots, including research in this area, with a focus specifically on African languages in order to transform our customer engagement. Internally, we have deployed platforms that support areas such as human resources to ensure an added layer of support to our staff beyond working hours. We've further invested in AI-powered platforms to help us keep a pulse on the voice of our customers and ensure that we respond in real time. We have invested 46 million just in the previous financial year, dedicated to research and development in the field of innovation as well as artificial intelligence. We recognize that we can't do this alone. We partner with 16 South African universities through our Telkom Research Centers of Excellence. We also partner with organizations such as the National Research Foundation. We understand the role of connectivity as the backbone that powers this technology. I'm sure we've all seen the various memes that have tried to place Wi-Fi and connectivity in the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Through OpenServe, we have over 180,000 kilometers of fiber, expanding fiber access to connect businesses, schools, clinics, and homes, because without affordable, reliable broadband, the promise of AI remains out of reach for so many. With all of these investments, we all need to recognize that no single player can do it alone. We need public-private partnerships. We need cross-border collaborations. We need aggressive investments and investment coalitions. Here's a clarion call. As a country, as a united continent, we need to continue to build local data infrastructure, investing in data centers, cloud platforms, edge computing facilities to store and process data in our continent. We also have a key role to play in ensuring that we protect, we govern African data, implementing strong data sovereignty, privacy, and ethical AI laws to keep control and value in Africa. We need to digitize African knowledge by creating platforms to collect African languages, health records, agricultural and cultural archives, leveraging technologies such as IoT, mobile, and AI tools. We have to continue to invest and grow skills and capacity. I'll double click on this. Skills and capacity, because Africa is the future. Not as a slogan, but statistically we are the future. We have to ensure that we have capacity of data scientists, AI engineers, and community data stewards while promoting public awareness of data rights and values. In conclusion, Africa's story has never really been about catching up. It's always been about leapfrogging. We did it in telecommunications, we did it in fintech. We can do it again with AI. But this time, we must build systems for Africans, by Africans, rooted in our values, languages, and realities. We appreciate the journey is complex, but the destination, a connected, inclusive, innovative Africa. Let's ensure that when the history of AI is written, Africa's chapter will not be a footnote, but will instead be a headline. Thank you very much.